As an employer, you must manage health and safety risks before people can work alone. This applies to anyone contracted to work for you, including self-employed people. Risks are greater for lone workers without other people to help if something goes wrong. Lone workers include delivery drivers, health workers, security and cleaning staff, farmers, shop workers, and people working at home. You must train lone workers to identify hazards and control the risks. This will help them cope in unusual situations and know when to ask for help. Provide supervision in any higher risk situations you have identified in your workplace risk assessment. If an employee is at someone else's workplace, you must ask that employer about any control measures to make sure they are protected if working alone. Monitor your lone workers and keep in touch with them. Make sure they understand any monitoring system and procedures or devices you use. Put emergency procedures in place and make sure lone workers know how to use them. For example, having first aid equipment and how to use it on themselves, and raising an alarm in emergencies. New lone workers should also be supervised if they are being trained, doing a job with specific risks, dealing with new situations. Make sure you support home workers. You have the same health and safety responsibilities for them and the same liability for accident or injury as for any other workers. Lone working does not always mean a higher risk of violence, but it does make workers more vulnerable. Put measures in place to support any worker who's experienced violence. Workers can play their part by identifying and reporting incidents. Training in personal safety or violence prevention will help them recognise situations where they feel at risk and use conflict resolution techniques or leave the workplace. Lone working can cause stress and affect mental health. Put procedures in place to monitor lone workers so managers can quickly recognise signs of stress. If contact is poor, lone workers may feel disconnected, isolated, or abandoned. Remember to train, supervise, and monitor lone workers. Keep in touch and respond to any incident. By following these simple steps, you can protect those working alone.